Welcome back. If you were with me last time, you knew that the AC did not work and it is still not on today. So it's 87 degrees in this room right now, but we're gonna push through. We have a full body workout, glutes, core focus, light set of weights, and a resistance band is all you need, and just yourself. And we're gonna start standing, making your way to the back end of your mat. Bring your feet and legs together. I want you to bring your awareness down to the bottoms of your feet. Feel them root down and then bring the awareness up into the midline of the body. So it's that opposition of the rooting down and the midline lifting up. Just take a roll of the shoulders back for 3, for 2, one more time, and then reverse it for 3, 2. Oh, did you hear my shoulder just pop? One more time. Lift the shoulders straight up to the ears and then down the back. On your next inhale, toes and shoulders lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Feel the crown of the head grow taller on 1. Lower all the way down. Inhale, take a big sweep up. Exhale, press the hands down by your sides. Again, big wave. Exhale to press. Last time, hold that big wave up and then find your turned out first. So heels together, toes apart. You're pushing the hips to the left. Exhale, and then to the right. Feel that weight transfer as you reach up and over. Last time, come all the way up through center, and then just take a forward fold, rolling all the way down. Let the head hang heavy. Take a bend at the knees. The legs will open to a diamond shape, and then you pull the legs together. Inhale, bend. Exhale, pull together. Last 2. One more time. Pull the legs together, bring the feet back parallel. Inhale, lift to a flat back, lengthen through the back of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Last time, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to stay, and then you're walking your hands out into your up stretch. So hips are high, heels are reaching towards the floor, and your shoulder blades are spreading down the back. On your inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then rather than transferring the weight into the wrists, I want you to think about just deepening the hip crease and then press the heels back. You're here for 2. Last time. Lower the heels and then lift the heels up to stay. You're shifting forward into your high plank. I've got you here for a full 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, piking in 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike the hips up and back. Lift and lower the heels for 3. Last 2. On 1, you're lifting, shifting forward. Hold that high plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down, untuck the toes, sit back into a rest position. And then next breath, shift yourself back forward into your quadruped or tabletop. Just take a cat-cow here, open the heart forward. Exhale, pelvic curl. One more time. Through the gateway of the arms, and then exhale. As you curl under, lengthen out to your long, strong spine. You're just gonna flip yourself right around. Come to lay all the way down on your back. Your knees are bent, your feet are planted. Taking a deep breath, just let the spine lengthen across the floor. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, press the hands down by your side. 2 waves up overhead. Exhale to press. Last time we reach, and then exhale to lower. Bring the knees up into tabletop. Reach the hands up to the sky and then curl yourself forward. Inhale, lower, lengthen the spine back out. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. You're here just for 2. One last time. curling forward, and then lowering all the way down. Hands are coming out to a T, so a little bit more surface area. Send the feet straight up to the sky. We're gonna work the point and flex of the feet. So flex the feet back and then point the feet up. We inhale to flex, exhale, point for 2. One last time. Point the feet up to stay, and then you're rotating to your turnout. Exhale, back parallel. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, parallel. That rotation comes from the hip sockets. Last time, hold the turnout. Flex the feet, so the feet are in a V. Rotate the feet to parallel, and then point the feet up. We turn out to flex, parallel to point, just for 2. And then exhale, point last time. Point the feet up to stay. Find the turnout, let the legs open to a V, and then pulse the V down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the feet for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the feet to a point. Bring the legs together and then roll them back to parallel. Bend the knees to tabletop. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, lower, lengthen. Exhale, curl up. Last 2. One more time. Curling up. Hold that contraction. Legs are about sit bone distance apart. You're tapping the left toes to the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Other side, we tap. Exhale, pull. Opening the hip fold. Exhaling to come up. You always have the option to lower the head or maybe bring the hands behind for some support. As long as the elbows are wide. You've got 2 more on each side. Reaching the toes away, scooping from the low belly. You've got 1 more set. Use the breath. Hold the legs in tabletop. You can lower the head back down. Hands come down by the sides. Lift the legs straight up to the sky. Find that turnout, and then turn out so much that the knees have to bend into this diamond shape. Allow the diamond to open down into that kind of tabletop position. So your knees this time are going to be a little bit past the hips, so an extended tabletop almost. Keep that diamond shape of the legs as you rock the diamond down, and then lift it back up. Inhale, diamond rolls down. Exhale to lift. Just for 3. Last 2. Final time. Bring it back up. Legs together. Send the feet up to the sky. Just take 1 point and flex, and then knees can come to the chest. Give them a tight hug. A little rock side to side. Send your legs long onto your mat. Lift the hands and flex your feet. We're coming into our roll up. Curl up. Take that curl up over the legs and then pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's a problem with the Wi-Fi. For more info, take a look in the home app.
I don't know if you heard that. I don't know what that was. Point the feet. And then roll your C-curve spine all the way back out and down. Inhale, lift the hands, flex the feet. Exhale, curl it up and over the legs. You're pulsing the spine forward for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet and then roll it out. You've got 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift, flex. Exhale, curl. Take it over deep in the belly. Crown of the head heavy for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet and then roll yourself all the way up. Hands can come down by your sides. Scoot yourself closer to your heels. You're grabbing for that resistance band. Resistance band is optional. It's just for that added challenge. You're slipping it up over the thighs and then make your way all the way down onto your back. We're coming into bridging next. So bring the hands down by your sides. Scooch the heels kind of close to the glutes. They should be just not right underneath the knees, but just out in front of them. And then again, take that deep breath. Just find a long spine. Feel the back of the neck lengthen, the sides of the neck lengthen. Big exhale. And then it's just a pelvic curl to get you started. So curl the pelvis and then release the pelvis back out long. It's a really tiny movement. You're just starting to wake up that low back. Really isolating, trying to find space between your low vertebrae. Just 2 more pelvic curls here. Last time, hold your pelvic curl and then peel the hips all the way up into your bridge. So from shoulders to knees, you should be in one long line. Your throat and neck should be open and long. And then you're melting the upper back, the middle back, and the low back all the way down. Again, pelvic curl initiates, and then the spine follows as you take the hips up. And then try to maintain that tuck of the tail as you melt yourself all the way back down. See if you can feel your spine get longer. You can do a full breath in each direction. Last 3 here. Really pulling the heels in towards the glutes. Last 2. And then on 1, roll up into your bridge to stay. Keep the hips lifted and then see if you can lift the heels. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. You may need to bring your feet a little bit closer to you if you feel like you can't get that lift. You're here for 2. 1 more time, and then lifting your heels up to stay. You're pressing against that resistance band, opening the knees just slightly, bring them back to neutral. Inhale, press against the band. Exhale as you release that pressure for 4. See if you can lower your ribs and lift your hips at the same time. Keeping that long spine. Last 2. 1 more press against, and then keep the hips lifted. Lower the heels. Exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Check in with that low back. Are you reaching your sit bones long? Last 3. Meeting up on the toes in 2. Last time, you're on the toes to stay. Give a press against that band and then only lower the hips halfway down. Exhale, press the hips up, release the band. We press against, halfway down. Exhale, press, release the pressure in the band. We go out, lower, press to release for 3. Weight is even across all 10 toes. Last 2. Final time. As the hips come up, bring the knees through that starting position and just work that halfway press for 5, 4. Slow and controlled for 3. The slower you go, the more difficult it becomes. On 1, keep your hips lifted. Tiny pulses for 10, so small, I can't even see you moving. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels and then melt upper, middle, and low back all the way down. Whew. You can slip that band off. Place it off to the side. Let the legs go long on the mat. Reach your hands up above your head. Take a long body stretch. Flex the feet, lift the hands. Exhale to curl all the way up and over the legs, deep in the belly. Pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point your feet and then roll it out all the way back down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, press them down by your side. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Feet go up to the sky. We flex and point the feet for 3, 2, Last time, point the feet to stay. Only lower that right leg down all the way to the mat. Feel it press down, and then pulse the left leg back for 6, 5, 4, deepening the hip crease. Last 3, 2, 1. Scissor switch the legs. Pulse the right leg back for 6, 5, 4. Pelvis is heavy. Last 2, 1. Scissor switch. Flex the feet this time. Pulse for 6, 5, 4. Drive through the bottoms. Last 2, 1. Scissor switch for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scissor switch. Point the feet to stay this time. Small circles over the midline. Exhale as the foot comes up for 3, 2, last time. And at the top, reverse that direction of your circle. You're only going as big as you can keep the pelvis steady on the mat for 2. One more time at the top, you pause. Scissor switch. Small circles on the right for 4. Lengthen long out of the hip. Last 2. One more time, and then you're reversing that circle for 4. Stir the femur. Last 3, 2. Final time at the top, a long right leg lowers all the way down to your mat. Lift the hands, flex the feet. Exhale, curl all the way up and over the legs. Pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll the spine up, stack to sit tall. Hands can come down by your sides. You're opening the legs out about mat width distance apart. And then you're trying to get as high up on top of the sit bones as you can. A little bend in the knees is fine. I have a very tight back and hips, so a little bend in my knees is where I'm at. You're reaching your arms out to the side. We're coming into saw. So you're taking an inhale to rotate the chest to the left. And you take 3 exhales to get deeper, deeper, deeper in that rotation. Inhale, still facing left. Exhale, come through center. We go to the right. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Up and through center to the left. One more time each side. Your gaze follows that back hand. Final time to the right. Roll up, exhale, center, hands come down by this side. Bend the knees into a diamond. Your hands are coming on top of the ankles. Find that balance between the sit bones and tailbones so that you can hover the feet off of the mat. You're pulling into the belly, so we're not just letting it hang, we're really finding that lift and scoop up. Inhale, reach the toes out. Exhale, pull the leg back. Other side follows. And then see if you can hit that double leg extension. Exhale, pull back. We go one side. Other follows. And then pull both legs. Exhale, bring it in. Last 2 sets. Hit that double. Keep pulling the belly away from the thighs. Last time. We're meeting in that double leg V. When you're ready, you meet here. Legs are open, belly away from thighs. Pull the legs together. Inhale, open V. Exhale, pull. Inhale, open. Last 2. Final time. Hold the legs together. See if you can release the hands. And then you're teasering all the way down onto your back. And we're all set up for teaser. So you have 2 options. You can either stay right where you are, or you can bring the knees in and float them up to tabletop. Whatever you choose today, find your starting position. Take a big breath as you sweep the arms wide and then curl up into that teaser. And a full breath as you lower with control back down. You're here for 4. Last 3. Use the exhales. The breath is so important with these last 2. Final time, big exhale. Hold that teaser wherever you are. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then lower all the way down. Oh my goodness. Take a long body stretch, hands above the head. Flex the feet, lift the hands. You know what we're doing. We're using that roll up, come all the way up over. Pulse for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up tall, hands come down by the sides. And then bend the knees. You're bringing them a little bit closer, the heels a little bit closer to the glutes. Hands come on top of the shins. Take a breath in. See if you can roll on top of the sit bones. Get as tall as you possibly can. And then exhale to scoop the belly in. Inhale, roll on top of the sit bones. Exhale, pull the sit bones together to find that deep belly contraction. You're here for just 2. One last time. Exhale, curling under. And then you're floating the knees, the feet up. Transition your hands onto that right shin, extend the left leg, and then roll yourself back into that upper contraction for your stomach series. We exhale as we switch legs. The shin that you pull stays parallel to the ground. Upper body is steady. We're not bouncing. You've got one more. And the knees are into the chest. Extend the left leg long, the right leg comes up to the sky. We scissor switch. For 2. Last time each side. Both feet come up to the sky. Bend the knees to tabletop. Hands come behind the head. Elbows are wide. Exhale for crisscross. Come through center. Other side. We're not bringing the knee into the chest. We're bringing our chest up to the knee. Last 2 sets. Collarbones are open and even. One more time, each side. And then come through center, lower the head, knees to the chest. Take a breath. You're rocking and rolling yourself up to seated, grabbing for those weights, making your way onto your knees. Now, you've got some options. You can either sit back on the heels to start, or you can start up on the knees, whatever's more comfortable for you, or you can stay standing the entire time. Weights are just gonna come into your hands 90 degrees at the elbows, palms are open. And then if you're back on your heels, you're gonna keep the chest stacked over your hips and just squeeze the glutes to come lift right up tall. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, come up. If this doesn't work for you today and you're up on the knees, even just holding the weights out like this starts to activate and turn on the muscles. So you're doing work, even if it doesn't feel like it. You're here for just 2. On 1, hold that lift. You're either up on the knees or you're in standing. We're gonna add a little serve forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, serve out. Exhale, pull back. Low belly is lifting in and up for 3. Last 2. One more time. And then send it out into that serve. You're opening the arms out, pulling them through center and back in. We reach out through center to pull for 4. Last 3. Glutes are squeezing towards the midline. Last 2. One more time. And then we're coming into full circles. So scoop out, open, circle down, and together we go forward, open, down, and together. Last 3. Final 2. One last time. Hands come down by the side. Take a bicep curl to bring the weights up, and then you're taking an overhead press. Inhale, exhale, press. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. The tendency is to kind of start to crunch up. So keep the chest open. And then if you choose, you can add that same squat back and pull it up. Overhead, exhale, pull. Remember, shoulders stay stacked over the hips, so you're really working the quads and then using the glutes to come back up. Last 4. Final 3, meeting up on the knees. In 2. On 1, hold it up here. Your arms are in a cactus. We close, open, close, open for 4, 3, meeting in cactus in 2. On 1, open arms, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, close the cactus, open the arms just for 4. Last 3. Final 2. Oh my goodness, my shoulders. On 1, your arms are open, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, close and open for 4. We're going down by 1 every time. Last 3. In 2, we pulse. Last time, arms to stay open for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, close and open for 3. Last 2. On 1 to stay, pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just 2 open and closes. Ooh, open to pulse for 5, 4, just 1 more left. And then we close that cactus, open it up, last pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the weights come down. Oh my goodness. Take a roll of the wrists, a roll of your shoulders back and forth. Ooh. Let the weights come off to the side. We won't need them for what's next. We're coming into a side lying series. So line yourself up with that back edge of the mat and then bring the feet to the front edge. You're up on that just hit the mic. You're up on that forearm, and I know we just did shoulders, so this probably doesn't feel too great, but I believe in you. We're pushing through. Allow the shoulder and the ribs to collapse down, and then exhale to gather and organize the spine. Inhale, feel what that feels like to just let it go. And then exhale, we organize to hold and stay. Top hand can just be tented out in front of you. Lift the top leg to hip height. Your feet are flexed. We've got a double kick and then point to sweep. If you need that breath pattern, it goes. So a double inhale, long, exhale. Last 3. Final 2. And then last time, point to sweep. A flexed foot hovers over that bottom leg, and we're just gonna push up a little bit and then exhale to lower. Inhale, exhale, hip height. Just like 6 inches for 4. Really push out through the bottoms of the feet and push that top hip long for 3. Last 2. Final time, rest it down in parallel foot to foot. We're working that turn out. So rotate the top leg. Exhale, bring it back parallel. Inhale, turn out. Exhale, parallel for 3. Rotation comes from the hip socket. Last 2. And then final time, hold that turn out. We're finding our beat pattern. So we beat to the front, to the back, and then point, extend the leg. Reverse, back, front, point, front, back, point, speed it up. And point, front, back, point, front, point. Last 2. Point, and then lower all the way down. You can send the legs long in line with the body this time, and we're lowering all the way down onto the biceps. So 1 long line, shoulders, hips, knees, and toes all stacked. Top hand is staying up against the chest. Press your legs so hard together and reach them so long that your legs have to hover. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, out and down. And then you're still finding that lift in the underside waist. Side lying series, I feel like we always kind of cheat a little bit and kind of let our body just collapse up top. So don't forget about it. You're here for just 3. We're meeting lifted in 2. On 1, you're up to stay. Flex the feet, stagger the legs, and if you're looking for a challenge, that top hand is coming above the head today. You're walking it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together, point the feet, and then roll all the way down. Whew. Prop yourself up on that forearm. We're gonna bring the knees in, teaser to swivel, and then we're all set up for the other side. You're up on the forearm to start. Legs are out towards the front edge. Release the ribs, release the shoulder, and then exhale together and lengthen again, release. And then exhale, gather. Hold that strong lift through the spine. Foot is flexed. You've got that double inhale. Point to sweep, we go. Flex forward, point to sweep. Last 3. Final 2. One last time, keep the ribs up. With that flexed foot, you hover. Just 6 inches, you lift and lower. Keep pushing out through that hip, all the way out through the bottoms of the feet for 4. 3. Last 2. Final time, lower all the way down. Work the turnout, we go. Rotate. Inhale, open. Exhale, parallel for 4. 3. Last 2. Final time. And then hold that turnout. We do our beat pattern. Front, back, point to extend, back, front, point, reverse. Last 2. Final time, point to extend, lower all the way down. Swing the legs back, you're in that one long line. Head is resting on the bicep. Pull your midline long together and then reach so far out that the legs have to lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Keep lifting through that bottom side waist. Last 3. In 2, we're coming into that walking pattern. On 1, up to stay. Flex the feet, stagger, and then we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, final 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the feet, lower all the way down. Prop yourself up onto that forearm. You're swinging the legs around. Take a forward fold over the legs. Just open through the back. Let the crown of the head be heavy for a moment. And then rolling yourself all the way up to seated. Your legs will come around. You're making your way up to stand. The same way that we started class. Feet and legs are together. Lift the toes so that you come into that first position turnout. Then you're lifting the heels to bring the feet parallel. Lift the toes again, turn out. Heels again, parallel. And then one last time, finding that turnout. So toes are slightly outward. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. You've got a weight on the tailbone, keeping the low back long, and start down by the sides. As you inhale, lower down into your plie. Exhale, press, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Inner thighs reaching long as the knees reach over the second and third toe. And you may need to adjust that like pattern of walking the feet out. It's just a guesstimate. Sometimes we need to be a little bit closer or a little bit further away. And then arms are here, they're moving. And they're not just here to look pretty, they're here for a purpose. So as the hands press down, what you're finding is a resistance under the arms. So I like to say in my classes that you're pressing through space as if it was a solid. Keep that weight on the tailbone for 3. Last 2. On 1, hold that plie low. Hands come to the hips. You're holding the pelvis steady in space. Lift the right heel up. Right heel lowers. left leg lifts. We lower. Keep alternating. Chest stays up. We're standing tall, standing proud. For 4. Last 3. If you did my last video, we did inner thighs, so mine are feeling a little weak today. One more time each side. And then meeting through center, don't come up yet. We've got double heel lifts and lowers just for 9. I shouldn't have said that number out loud. It'll fly by. Ready? Because we're already on like 6. Final 5. Meeting low in 4. Last 3. Keep the chest open. Last 2. One more time. Heels lower, don't come up. Lift just that right heel up. You pulse slow for 10. Slow pulses, feel the burn. Last 8, 7, 6. We're making a quick switch in 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick switch here for 10. Use the breath. Last 5, 4, don't come up in 3, I know. Last 2, on 1, both heels are up. You pulse for 10. Your final push, 8. Last 5, 4, 3, lower for 2, 1 more, come all the way up. Take a well-deserved forward fold. Oh my God. Take a little rock at the hips back and forth, and then keep your right hand down on the mat. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Left hand stays down as the right chest opens up. And you lower. Grab onto the ankles or calves. Pull yourself a little bit deeper into that stretch. Crown of the head is heavy. And then root to rise. You're coming all the way up to stand. Make your way to the back end of your mat. We've got one last push today. Feet and legs are together. Roll the shoulders back. Wow, I'm sweating so much. Big inhale. Exhale, roll it forward into that forward fold. Using 4 counts, you walk the hands out into your downward dog. Your hips are high, heels are low. Lift and lower the heels for 3, 2. Last time, lift the heels to stay, shift forward. You've got 5 push-ups on the toes or on the knees for 4, 3, last 2. One more time, meeting in that plank pike, your hips back, walk the hands. And then root down to roll up. Big exhale at the top. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, contract, roll it forward. Walk it out. Lower and lift the heels for 3. Deepen the hip folds for 2. On 1, heels are up to stay. Shift it forward. 4 push-ups on the toes or on the knees. Exhale to press. Inhale down. Last 2. Final time, long, strong spine. We're meeting in that up stretch or downward dog, and then walk it back. Root down, roll it up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, contract forward. Walk it out. 3 lifts and lowers of the heels. For 2. On 1 lift, shift forward. 3 push-ups. Inhale, exhale for 2. Fingers are spread wide last time. Pike the hips up and back. Walk the hands. And then root down to rise up. Last 2 sets. I know you can do it. Walk it out. You're lifting and lowering the heels for 3, for 2. On 1, they lift, shift forward, 2 push-ups. Pike the hips, walk it back. You've got one last opportunity for that push-up, the best one you've got today. Inhale, arms up. Finish strong, big exhale. Walk it out to that down dog. Lift and lower the heels for 3. Last 2. 1 more. Lift, shift forward, best push-up of the day. And then you're piking to walk the hands all the way back. Hang out in that forward fold for a moment. There's no rush. Keep the crown of the head reaching to the floor and just take a little bend at the knees. And then scoop the belly to lift the hips back up, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend. Exhale, scoop to straighten. Last two. Final time. And then root down to rise up. Inhale, toes and shoulders lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last two. Final time. We'll wrap it all up with 3 big waves. Last two. Final time. Whew. Thanks so much for moving your body with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I will see you next time.